So before I get into the video, this is Razer's promo for the Viper 3 Pro.
Speed and precision are the Viper V3 Pro has evolved to have it all. Ultra lightweight control to line up the perfect headshot. The most precise sensor for instinctive aim and true 8,000 Hz wireless polling for response that feels like a true extension of you. Made for the best. Made for who you can be.
So to sum that up, the stats are 54 grams ultra lightweight design, which is 4 grams lighter than the previous model, 2 Focus Pro Gen 2 sensor, and up to an 8K Hertz pull rate. So this is the mouse how it came in when I got it in the box from Amazon, kind of wrapped up. I guess they're doing that, the newness of it. So let's get our trusty sword out. Just kidding. You don't have to use anything. You can just open the sides. Anyway, getting into the box here, you see the mouse, clear as day in the front. It's a lot lighter than I thought. I'm used to a mouse that's pretty heavy. So to feel this, it's very different. Then this is the wireless dongle that you connect to this wire into your computer. It's a Type-C connector that goes into the little box, and that tracks the mouse when it's in wireless mode so that you can use it without a wire, and keeps the rate very high, no latency, all of that. So let's put the box away, take off the bottom of the mouse, and plug in the mouse to the computer real quick here. Now once you're in Razer Synapse, you can program all of the buttons. First things first, you're going to have to make sure Synapse is updated. Afterwards, I go in and update the firmware. That's another thing you should do beforehand. Once it does that, it'll let you set up the mouse so that it can work wirelessly and wired without any issues. So you should do that just to make sure it works smoothly. Otherwise, you might run into problems and it won't work to its full capabilities. So you got to plug in the mouse to the dongle so that it can program wirelessly. Once that one's done, you hit next and you go into it wired. You need to do that too so both modes are programmed into the mouse. Now after this is done, I just took some time, went into some CSGO matches or actually CS2 matches, and played some games. Nothing crazy on the clips, but I'll talk to you guys on the other side, so enjoy. So I've had it for a couple weeks now. I've played with it. It's definitely a change from the mouse that I have, the HyperX Raid, and it definitely feels different. I felt really good using that mouse the first few days of using it. I'm not sure if the difference made it better to where it just worked out and worked easier for me, but it definitely felt like my bullets were kind of magnetized to heads. I got really good shots and it felt clean. I didn't record all of those, of course, just played casually and enjoyed it, but it definitely felt better than what I've been used to. I think it's definitely contributed to the lightweight design of it and the sensor being better with the clicks, going in more smoothly than past mice I've used. Nonetheless, I'm going to do a review of a few of the mice that I'm looking at, FPS mice that I think that people should look at for the style in which I play and the way that I like to use my mice. So I'm going to do a comparison video between this mouse, the HyperX Raid mouse, and a couple others. I'm going to get a couple others on the lineup, but this was just a brief overview, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know of your comments in the video below. It's not too bad. It's obviously it's a new mouse, so it's going to be pretty expensive, so I left that link in the description for you. So try it out. If you like it, let me know in the comments, and keep an eye out on the mice comparison video. With all that said and done, you guys, thank you for watching, and peace.